What will you experience at a Knock 'em Dead comedy murder mystery show? Suspense, excitement, love, more love, violence. Well, not really. And of course, some music. Knock 'em Dead Comedy is the #1 murder mystery troupe, entertaining thousands of people for over 20 years.
You have a great night or what? Good.
Their hilarious murder mystery shows are full of audience interaction from beginning to end that will keep you laughing all night long. Their shows are not to be missed. Knock 'em Dead Comedy's murder mystery themes include a mob show, a redneck wedding, a high school reunion, a family reunion with a luau theme, or your own custom show.
Johnny, you have a good time tonight or what?
I had an awesome time.
All right. She had a great time. KDC, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, all right.
Fundraisers, private parties, corporate events, restaurants, and more. Contact Knock 'em Dead Comedy for your event today.
The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio Show also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. So call Two Eagles Auto Body and ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527.
Hi, I'm Danny Bonaducci, and you are watching Gov's Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple of minutes, this is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony and Sally on the Knock 'em Dead radio show. They're going to keep knocking 'em dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
3-2 to Mookie Wilson. Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Hello, Tony. Mookie Wilson here, 1986 Mets. How you doing?
Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, that Knock'em Dead Comedy Radio, man. I miss you. I wish I was still up there, man. But I'll wait till it warm up a little bit, and hopefully this year things will be a little bit better, man. But when we're talking about comedy, hey, the early years of Mets was a lot to laugh about. You had to make a lot of comedy off those guys. Hey, hope to see you guys during the summer, and hopefully get back on the show, man, at some point in time during the course of the year, all right? All right? Yeah, fine. Contact me, man. All right, Tony. Talk to you later.
Hey, everybody. It is Thursday. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to the Knock'em Dead Comedy Show here on Gov's Comedy Podcast. I'm a brain fart. Gov's Comedy Club Podcast, the Twitch channel. Sorry about that. You see the graphic above my head? Please share this show. Grab the link. Share it all over your socials. And if you do, Santa will put you on his good list, even though it's still January. I don't know what that means. Janel is here. Hi, Janel.
Hi.
Nice to see you.
You too.
All right, I got to tell you guys, and I hope we get people watching. I hope we get calls and comments. Janel's nervous, so be nice to her. Make her feel welcome. We have a loyal. I always call them family. I don't like to call them fans. Or first off, we're all the shows in here. We're not big. We're not big enough to have fans. But I don't like the word fan. It's short for fanatic.
Right.
So I always say family because they're loyal. They watch, almost every single day, and I'm appreciative. So I call them family. They're good people, and they're going to be nice to you. They're going to make you feel welcome. They're going to say nice things, and you'll be a part of the family by the time this is over. And I guarantee you won't even be nervous by the time it's over. You'll just be calm and cool and comfortable.
Cool.
Cool is right. Janel Hamster is here. So there's a lot to talk about. We covered so much just before we went on the air, so I got to write stuff down because there's more stuff to talk about. So now we don't have to say the real one if we don't want to, but your name is not really Hamster.
It's not.
Where does that? Where? Why? Who? Well, you don't have to tell me why if you don't want to, but how did you come up with Hamster?
It was easy in college. I had a hamster suit that I did dances in, and
oh yeah, you posted some of that on Facebook.
I did.
Yeah, some talent show. You and some other girl were in. Yeah. She was in another outfit.
She was in my cow suit, yeah, but she wore that, so I hamster.
So they're both your suits.
They are.
There
are more.
There are more.
Yeah, because once I started dancing in the hamster suit, people started buying more animal costumes for me. So I have a monkey, a kangaroo. Nice to meet you, by the way. This is great.
We're glad you're here.
A monkey, a kangaroo. I have an owl, Charmander the Pokemon, if you're familiar. A banana. A few others. I'm not a furry. Also, information you need right now.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, I appreciate that.
Yeah, you got it.
So, what's that all about?
I bought it at a Halloween store. It was just comfortable.
So all these suits are comfortable.
They are very comfortable. Yeah. Great for if you're sick or long car rides, or playing in the snow, or
These are all things you've done, apparently.
yeah.
Wow. Something you shunk says, woohoo! Humor and beauty, sign me up. All right. Do you have any idea who that is?
No.
All right. I have no idea who that is. We have a new viewer today. Thank you for watching Some Ding You Shunk. Unless I'm reading that wrong. I don't know. But
some dingus hunk.
Oh, I like mine better because mine's less dirty. Although I like how you picked that up. I like that. Oh, all right. Andy Plajanos, I get it. The skin suit I made from people I have murdered is super comfortable. Is that what it is? So you have like people ex-boyfriend suits?
I plead the fifth.
Well, yes. Thank you for some dingus hunk. He corrected us as well. Yeah. Sorry, I screwed that up. But I'm a little worried with that kind of name. I'm a little worried what's coming out of you. So, all right. So, I usually don't lose control this quickly, but it's already happened.
Cool.
So we just wanted to know about the name, and now we're finding out about these suit fetishes things. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a fun start. I don't really know what to say about it. It really is just like a choreographed dance thing. It
Oh, so you had a hamster suit.
I did.
So that's where the name comes from.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Pretty much. It was just easier.
Easier. Well, you mean for
to
like
go back
comedy?
to that name for way back when.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like a decade ago.
So you're not wanted by the law.
No, I'm a lawyer.
Well, yes.
I don't think I'm wanted by the law.
Yeah, we hope not. We hope not. But did it have something to do with comedy, or this was just like your Facebook when you joined Facebook? That's the name you put in.
Yeah,
like a nickname thing.
Yeah.
But you used that name for the comedy, right?
I did. Yeah. I tend to overthink things, so I'm like, it's just easier to go back to this name that I used to use than to like make a list and sit with it for weeks and then still pick the wrong one and regret it. So.
And I guess But to use a different name in the first place, do you have to do that because of the lawyer thing?
I don't know that I have to, but that is why.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it. I think it's a perfect name for a comedian.
Thank you.
Like I do. I think it's like it automatically says like this could be fun. You know.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, hamsters can be fun.
Hamsters can be fun.
Yeah.
Andy Plajanos' mind is overblowing right now after that comment. Do you know Andy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm sure he's typing away right now all sorts of anal type comments. So yeah, Janel asked if we can curse on here before we started. I'm like, yeah, sure. I didn't tell her that there'd be anal comments. All right. So you mentioned a whole bunch of things I was going to talk about already. But all right, I'm going to go back because you even mentioned we said something about ex-boyfriends.
Oh, we did.
So and we played Danny Bonaducci, his little opening for governors right there. And so we're sitting here, we're playing the clip, and Janelle looks over and she goes, "Oh, that's Danny Bonaducci. He threw my ex once." So I'm like, "What?" And she goes, "Yeah, remember that clip? He threw that guy over his shoulders, and the guy fell and broke his face." It's like she dated that guy. Now who was that guy?
His name's Johnny Fairplay. He
Johnny
was
Fairplay,
a contestant on Survivor, in seasons 7 and I think 16. He was famous for lying about his grandma dying. That was like in the newspaper for a while. In like 2003. He's a little older than I am.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, 2003. Come on, what were you, like 5? Stop
11.
it. You were 11 in 2003.
Oh, God, I don't know, but I think so.
You don't know how old you were in 2000?
It's fast math. Hold on, let's do it.
We'll wait. Go ahead.
12? 12 or 13, I think. 12. Or 11.
Wait a minute. 2003, you were 12? Or 11 or 12?
Yeah.
And you were dating this guy?
No, like recently.
That's when he was on there.
That's when he was on the show.
Oh.
Probably around the time he was body slammed too. I don't know, or whatever that move is.
Yeah,
called.
whatever that was.
Yeah.
So what? So after I don't follow any of this stuff. So after Survivor, he tried to get into the whole reality show thing.
He was like a kind of a reality TV star.
Right.
I don't know what else he was on.
And what was that again? He like jumped on Bonaducci, right? Bonaducci walked onto the stage, and then so he just.
I think he like challenged him, and then he like went up to him, and he's not a big guy, and so.
I haven't seen the clip in a long time, but But I do remember, like, Bonaducci, I think, was drunk out of his head or high or something. But he just threw the guy, and then he's just standing there. He's like, I mean, barely keep his eyes open.
Yeah, that was kind of his quirky face. Yeah, it's like a.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't do it.
Did you say his quirky face?
Yeah.
I thought for a second I thought you said quirky face.
No.
So yeah, and then that guy got didn't he try to sue him or something after that?
That sounds familiar actually, but I'm not.
Did he reach out to you as a lawyer and say, "Hey, let's go after Bonaducci"?
No, I was 12.
That's right. Yeah. See, I keep getting confused here.
To clarify, we did not date when I was 12.
Yes, that's a good
I feel
thing.
like we need to.
So he's a lot older than you.
He's 15 years, 16 years, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's like 48 now.
What
That's not how math works. He's like 47 now, 48.
Wow.
Oh, goodness.
Well, it's a good. I'm sure he's a nice guy, but it's a good thing you broke up with him because he's old, and you don't need to change diapers and stuff. You're young, and you should be out there having fun.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Although it's his loss, so I'll tell you that.
Thank you.
Plagano's right. Tony loves hamsters. Just don't get too close to his ass, Janelle. Andy, you stop that.
Thanks, Andy.
I'm going to slap Andy in the face.
Oh, we have.
This was my Halloween mask, yeah. Andy will be in here tomorrow. And yeah, I don't even know how the mask even stays there like that. No, somehow it's magic, but that's Andy. So yeah, that's crazy. So is that guy from Long Island or something?
No, he's from Virginia. It was a long distance relationship. So he lived just over the border of Virginia and North Carolina.
And how did that happen?
I not commuted if it's it's a trip, just road trips. So.
Yeah, but how did you meet him in the first place?
Instagram.
Really?
Really.
Are you a reality show person that you like? Did you know who he was?
I did know who he was. It was early 2020 when we met, so I was binging Survivor.
Ah.
It was just one of the shows that I would keep on in the background, and
this was during the pandemic, I guess.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, right at the start of it, so a little bit before, I guess, but. Yeah, I made an Instagram. I followed all of them. I've since unfollowed most of them.
Yeah, sure.
But at the time, that was.
And then, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Andy says Emporia, Virginia?
Danville. I don't know if that was.
I don't know.
But he lived in Danville.
So the Dingus Hunk says, I didn't realize Jim Cramer hosts a comedy podcast. This is cool.
Is he roasting you?
I don't know who Jim Cramer is. Do you? Mm-hmm. I have no idea who that is. But I don't care if he's roasting me. Yeah. He can. Or maybe it's a compliment. I don't know. Danville is a song by the band. Yeah, how was she supposed to know that, Andy?
It's also a place in Virginia.
Well, there you go. Well, all right.
It's a small city.
And so this is good. You're giving me all sorts of
you got it.
Of segues here. You're not from here.
I am. Well, I was born in Pennsylvania, but I only lived there until I was like 5. So I grew up in East Meadow.
Oh,
yeah.
All right. Because I'm trying to do my research, and it says on Facebook you're from what was it? Kunkletown, Pennsylvania. So that's where you were born?
Yeah.
There until 5.
About. Yeah,
oh, okay.
Maybe 4. I don't know.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Fast math.
Yeah, we know me with numbers.
So, all right. So I'm thinking, when I saw that, I assumed you grew up there and then came here later. So I was curious how you ended up here. But, all right, that kills that whole.
I love kunks.
You love kunks?
Sorry.
No, go ahead. Help yourself. Yeah. See, I'm not very educated because I don't even know what a kunk is. So I don't even get that joke. Do you get that one? And see, the thing with Andy, he's so damn smart. He's a very intelligent man. So a lot of stuff he says, because I'm not an intelligent man.
Yeah, we discussed this.
Yeah, before we went on the air, yeah.
We're not that bright.
I was saying how I don't, anything that involves the brain, that's a problem for me. And Janelle actually agreed. So agreed about herself. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Just to be clear.
She's like, yeah, you're stupid. What are you doing here? That's great. Kunk rhymes with, all right. Junk?
Hunk, skunk.
Hunk, skunk, right.
Hunk. Monk.
Kerplunk.
Dunk. Yeah. A few things.
Yeah.
It's pretty rhymable.
Pretty rhymable. All right, before I get into anything else, because I don't want to miss this question. Were you in the Giggle Room on New Year's Eve?
Yeah.
That was quite the night, from what I understand.
It was a lot of fun.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you have no idea what I'm talking about.
I don't know if I know what you're talking about.
Well, we had Brian Paul in here last week. Mm-hmm. You met him that night, or you know him?
Yeah, I know.
His set got cut short because it was midnight. They were dropping the ball,
Right.
so he had to get. You all right there?
Yeah, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah. You don't need to call anyone.
Yeah, I was sure what was happening.
It's fine.
Yeah, so his set got cut short, and then they had. There was the whole thing with starting the show very late. Mm-hmm. It was a very angry crowd.
True, yes.
One lady called Hugh a gap-toothed retard.
Okay.
Oh, you were not aware of this?
I wasn't aware of that.
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Okay. That's a strong statement.
Yep. And I believe it was the same woman right in the big. He went up there right to start the show, and the woman yelled something to him then. I forget what it was. But she yelled something, and then I believe it was later on in the show, she called him a gap-toothed retard.
Wow, that's very rude.
Yeah, it is pretty rude.
Yeah.
And then I heard when the ball did drop, they had the bag of balloons.
Right.
When they pulled it, it didn't open. The whole bag
Right,
just,
it was just
collapsed on the table.
Just like anal beads descended from the gods. Happy New Year.
I wish I saw that.
Yeah. I think there's video.
Is there video of that?
So I think Jeff Bosey had a video. Maybe
That son of a bitch! How he's holding out on me.
I think so. Maybe I'm
All right,
I'm lying. I'm sorry if I am. But
I'm gonna keep an eye out if Bosey, because Bosey usually watches. If I see his name, I will be scolding him. Actually, I'm going to see him tonight because he's performing with me tonight with Knock 'em Dead Comedy.
Sorry, Dad.
Yeah, Jeff's in trouble.
Yeah.
He's definitely in trouble. But yeah, I would have loved to have seen that.
That was. Yeah.
So, well, how did it go for you that night?
It was fine.
Yeah, you were
nobody
oblivious to all
called me
this.
a gap-toothed retard.
That's a good thing. Yeah.
That's important. Yeah, I mean, it was fine. Mm-hmm. Pretty. Yeah.
You went on before or after New Year's?
Before.
Okay. Because that was part of it too. The show went on for another hour after the ball dropped.
Right. Yeah. No, it did start
and
late,
you
but
stayed?
I stayed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Wow. So what time did you get home that night? Late, right?
I don't know. Yeah, 1, 2.
All right. That's not
I know
terrible.
I was still awake at 4, but I was home at 4.
What were you doing awake at 4?
Sleep is hard for some people.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Do you sleep during the day?
No.
Oh.
Just never.
Really?
No, I do, but
Is it the brain that never stops racing? Is that what's going on here?
yeah.
Yeah.
Or just inappropriate hours. It doesn't.
Oh. I think you're going to tell me inappropriate thoughts.
I know you. I saw the thought.
Like,
go
now we're
off
getting
in your
somewhere.
head.
Yeah.
Oh no! Regret the word.
What's that?
No, I just saw the thought go off in your.
Yeah, I didn't hide it very well.
Yeah, the eyes lit up. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I'm like a 12-year-old.
That's
Yeah.
the face.
Dingus, would you seriously date another comic asking for a friend? I'm dying to know who this is.
Tony?
I bet it's somebody we know.
I'm sure it is.
But would you seriously date another comic? He wants to know.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's a he, but
Yeah, I would.
You
Yeah,
would.
it sounds like a he.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you? Have you dated other comics?
I mean, I've gone on dates here and there. Yeah.
They're a bunch of weirdos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but it's like company, you know.
Company's a good thing.
Well, yeah, similar. You know, you connect on the weirdo front, and then. Yeah.
I'm here. I hear you.
Yeah.
We're connecting right now.
That's right.
Nice. Did you have fun at the party last week?
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. You look. Well, what was that? You looked at me like, "What are you nuts?" Of course, I had fun.
Well, it's a big deal for me. I don't know. I've been doing comedy for like a year and change, so like that was a overwhelming kind of.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
So I didn't realize you're that new.
I'm pretty new. Yeah.
Oh, all right. So that was your first governor's party.
Yes. I started comedy in like September of 2021.
Okay.
So.
And all right, so let's do that. How did that happen?
I took the class here. I mean, I'd been thinking about it for a long time.
Trusin's class?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I knew about it. I had an ex who took the class years ago, and that's how I knew about it. I went to his grad show in like 2019 or something, and that was pretty much it. I just finally got, stopped being chicken shit.
Oh, nice.
And,
So but thinking about it for a long time. So, like, it was always like a bucket list thing.
Yeah. Like I really didn't think that I would do it. But I probably first had the thought when I was, I don't know, 16, 17, something like that. So that's like half my life.
Yeah, and you seem, because again, talking about the costumes, and yeah, I saw a video where you were performing, doing this dance in some talent show.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you seem like a fun type, not afraid to get in front of a bunch of people and be silly and funny.
Yeah, thank you.
So this does kind of make sense. But you've never. I think it was before we went on the air. I asked you if you've ever done any acting or anything. You said no. So you've never done anything.
I used to sing.
Oh.
So I would do that, like competitively, somewhat in high school. Nice. I tried out for American Idol twice back in the day.
Wow.
Way back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then as a lawyer, I'm in court. That's a lot of my background. So.
Yeah, but you're not being silly, and well, maybe you are.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe that's my.
You have to get creative a little bit.
Maybe I'm not a good lawyer.
Wow, a singer! I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Sing for me right now.
No.
Wow, you right on that. No. No. Wow. Do you still sing?
Like in the shower.
Well, why not? If you
karaoke.
Why? Yeah. That's it. But why is that it? Why aren't you singing in a band?
I don't know.
You should be.
I don't know any bands.
You don't know any bands.
I can I don't know. I used to have one of those when you take all the tissues out of the box and then you string it with rubber bands. Like I used to have that kind of guitar. That's yeah.
Okay.
It's not good for music. Yeah.
But if you're auditioning for Idol, you must have some chops.
You would think, but if you remember old Idol, there was also a lot of very terrible auditions.
Was
that were
there?
Televised? Yeah.
But you did it twice.
I did.
They didn't tell you were terrible.
No. During one audition, they suggested I wasn't attractive enough, but they didn't tell me I was terrible. No.
Come on. All right. You know what? If you don't mind me saying, that picture that I used to promote you coming on here today, I was like, wow.
Really?
That's a fantastic picture.
Thank you very much.
Yes, and I'm not.
It's very kind of you to say.
I'm older than you. I'm creepy. So I hope it's not coming across creepy. But no. I just think that's awful. That's terrible.
Yeah, it didn't feel great.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
I was like 16 or 17, I guess. So that it was probably appropriate to not call me attractive at that age, but to call me specifically unattractive, yeah, that didn't feel good.
Right. Well, that's the thing. You're right. It's appropriate not to say it, but at the same time, at that age, especially, that's a very important age for a girl, especially, and then to talk. Well, I mean, any age is bad to tell a girl she's not pretty, but especially teenage years. Plus, he's wrong.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it wasn't like the main judges or anything. It was a producer.
I don't care who he is. He's a dick.
Thank you.
Did you kick him in the nuts on the way out?
I did not.
Do we remember his name?
No.
Because I'll Google that son of a bitch right now.
No, we're gonna.
Wow. That's awful.
We're not.
Well, I still bet you got some kind of voice there, and I.
Thank you.
All right, so all that kind of led you into the comedy scene. So you took Trucen's class.
I did.
Love that class.
It was fun.
Yeah. I really liked Trucen's class. I liked it a lot. And then from there, you did the graduation show, and you've been just going ever since.
Yeah, I started mics while I was still in the class, so I just have been going ever since. Yeah.
All right. Wow. And how's it working out?
I mean, I think pretty well for a first year. I'm still here, right? I mean.
True.
Yeah, I've been keeping busy and trying, new side projects, everything. So.
And now you just started an open mic.
I did. I started an open mic this week in New Hyde Park at the Angry Gnome Pub. And then I have a podcast also that I started in September. So we're coming back with a second season soon.
What's that called?
Hamsteria, the podcast.
Oh, all right. I was going to ask you about that because I saw the ad for your open mic and it said Hamsteria Presents.
Yes.
So I didn't know if that was like some kind of production company or something.
Yeah, I use the name for producing, but I have the podcast as well. So I'm going to start a second season of that probably early February.
Nice.
With just me this time. I had I called them ho-hosts.
That's good.
Thank you. I thought so. But I had so I had two ho-hosts for the first season, but I'm gonna go forward with just special guests.
So I mean, this is what happens. So it was 3 people total?
Yes.
Yeah, see that you have a little success. The egos, right? One of these ho-hos felt she had people whispering in her ear, you're better off without those 2, right? So now that ho-ho is off by herself.
Ho-ho.
And it's, there's bad blood, and you're going to sue them because you're a lawyer. And then in 5 years' time, there'll be a big reunion, and it'll be big news.
We'll see.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Same thing. I used to be one of 3 in here, and now I'm by myself.
Yeah, all good bands have to break up to get back together and have the reunion tour that sells out Ticketmaster.
Exactly.
Right?
And it gives you something to talk about on the Behind the Music special.
Right.
Yep. Wow, so you're doing it by yourself now.
I am.
But are you going to have like guest ho-hosts?
Yeah.
Guest ho-hosts.
Yes.
Did ho-hosts have to be just women, or were they guys too?
No, there were guys.
Oh, that's cool.
Probably,
nice.
yeah.
And what was the premise of the podcast?
Just kind of shooting the shit, really.
Oh, just kind of like this.
Yeah. Yeah, we had an interesting dynamic. One of them was my ex-boyfriend from like 12 years ago, and then it was his current girlfriend, who was also my best friend, and then she was the best friend of the girl he cheated on me with way back when. So we just talked about, like, I don't know, sharding and...
Sharding?
and whatever else.
All right, now wait a minute.
And animals and...
I'm not hearing a word you're saying right now.
I know.
You and your ex-boyfriend and your best friend, who is currently dating that guy. And then what was it? Who cheated on who? What was that?
He cheated on me when we were dating like a decade ago. But at the time, she was the best friend of the girl he cheated on me with.
Holy... This is like a soap opera. Like,
I know.
you got a lot going on with ex-boyfriends, too. Do you... How did that even happen? You still you were still getting along with the guy? Like, you were still in touch with this guy?
Yeah, no, yeah, like, I never really hated him or whatever, and, like, at a certain point, we became, like, just family from knowing each other, so, yeah, we've always... I mean, we weren't always fine. We had a brief period where it's like, that was a little fucked up, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We came to be fine. Really, like, he loved my dog so much, and I didn't feel like it was fair to cut her friends out of her life, so I would still, like, invite him to her birthday parties.
There's a lot of animal love going on here.
There is.
Wow. You didn't want to cut your dog's friends out of her life.
Yeah, like, why deprive her of joy and
Sure.
love in her life? I love her that much. So I would...
But he's a cheating prick, no?
No, he's
not.
He did cheat, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't call him a prick. I would call him young.
Okay.
And,
all right.
yeah, it was pretty complicated, but... Yeah,
So you're saying he's matured and he's not playing around anymore.
I don't think that he's doing that. Yeah, I don't.
So, all right. So kudos to you. You forgave him.
Oh yeah.
To the point where you became friends and then even co-hosts.
Yeah.
But then wait a minute. But then he's dating your best friend. Like that was.
I met her through him actually. So they were already dating, and then we became best friends. Yeah.
Wow. So you got all right. So you broke up with this guy.
Yeah.
It got awkward. How'd you guys find your way back to? Oh, because
we were always kind of a little bit in touch. I mean,
because
I never,
of the dog.
Out. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we still went to school together. This was back in college. So
Yeah.
I would still see him around. We had like a year or so when he was dating the girl he cheated on me with, where I was kind of MIA, but like I would still update him about Zoe as my dog. And yeah, and eventually we just. It wasn't like constant communication over the decade, but you know, we would keep in touch enough. So.
Wow, and then who? Now, was that the premise of the podcast? Like to talk about like this weird
we
dynamic?
had like a super confusing first episode where we tried to explore like how we all met each other. It was chaotic as hell. Like maybe start on episode 2, but I don't know. But yeah, I mean that wasn't the premise, but we would refer to it and just our jokes to each other, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah, we would talk about whatever though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now he's out.
Yeah.
So did he go? Did he cheat again? Did he go host another podcast?
No. They're just not. They're not comics. It's not their main thing. So,
oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's in a way that's a shame, kind of, because it would have been an interesting. That's an interesting thing to. Yeah. That's an interesting topic.
So it's just like a pocket first season with them, and then we're gonna. Yeah.
Oh, so now that's going to be your thing. You're going to have like Each season's going to have a
Maybe.
different.
Maybe that would be good, I think.
So yeah, all right. So tell me what this season will be.
I'm figuring that out still.
Wow.
But yeah.
Holy cow, that's
I don't know if I
crazy.
could top that dynamic though. That's
Yeah, that
pretty-
would. I know. That's what I'm trying to think in my head. Like, what would top that? That's wow.
Looking for suggestions.
Let's see. Fremder says most guys do cheat with their prick. Yes. Saying let's keep in touch means exactly what it says. I'll keep touching you and you'll keep touching me.
We did not.
They did not, Fremder. You stop that.
We did not touch each other after we broke up.
No, yeah, no breakup sex?
No, I think he's of him like a cousin now, so he's just like a cousin I used to fuck.
It's okay. You can't say that. Damn it! Look at her. Your face is turning red. It's fine. We say a lot worse on here. Don't worry.
Good.
You're good.
Thank you.
Do you curse in your act?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So you.
Do I? Yeah, I say cunt.
All right. So you say what?
Cunt.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't even think of that as a curse, though. I know it is one, like logically, but
I'm not a big.
like hello.
Yeah, I'm not. To me, they're just words.
Yeah.
I mean, I do try to be respectful if I'm someplace where I know where they wouldn't like it.
Yeah.
But my personal opinion, and I know even the Bible says stuff about you shall not curse or whatever.
Oh,
But
I thought you were going to say it says something about cunts, and I'm like, really? I should read the Bible.
well, well, they're everywhere, really, if you think about it. But yeah, but I don't know. To me, cursing, like the words that are curses now, I don't even think these words are in existence when they wrote the Bible. So I don't know who designated these words to be curses.
I don't know.
So
Yeah.
and in places like Ireland, like do you know Mick Thomas?
Yeah.
He told me once that in Ireland that word is common, very common. It's motherfucker in Ireland. That they treat that term the way we treat the word cunt here.
Yeah. There's like this old, I don't know too many details about it, so maybe I shouldn't have brought it up, but there was this old case from like the 1800s in Texas, like a court case.
Right.
Where they were, I don't know, it had to do with how damn it should be illegal, but fucker was still fine.
Really?
Something like that.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, because damn it, like the religious connotations, I guess, like,
Sure.
of the culture.
Yep.
And I'm like, that's interesting, because damn it is just like, hi. Like my first word was dad, my second word was damn it. Like,
Your second.
like,
But no, that makes sense.
motherfucker, and then
Right.
cunt.
Well,
Well,
but-
mama, hello.
And even what makes sense to me, that makes sense too. Like we shouldn't be so disrespectful to the mothers.
Yeah.
Like I would think cunt should be more common than motherfucker.
We should fuck more mothers, probably. They might need it. I don't know.
We
don't
and
know
I like
what
how
they
you
need.
I like how you said we, like as in both
As a
of us.
society,
Yeah.
we should ban
Wow. Yeah. So
if,
all right.
if the mothers want that.
Give me a second though. I'm picturing you. No, sorry. Let's see. Oh, there's all right, so this program that I use.
It flags cunt.
It does. It flags bad words, and then it allows me to either deny it or allow it to be seen on the thread.
Interesting.
So let's see. Andrew Fremder, cunts may be my favorite word ever.
It's mine too.
Really?
Yeah.
It's, well, I don't know about the word, but an actual one is my favorite.
Okay. We differ there. Yeah.
Cunt is very common in Ireland because there's more cunts in Ireland, he says. Well, that's not very nice. And I'm going to disagree with you. Although I've never been there.
I didn't meet any cunts in Ireland.
You've been there?
I did. Yeah.
You didn't meet any?
I don't think so. No. They're very nice.
Yeah. I've been to England, and I thought the people there were great.
They would say cunt, but I mean, that was my vibe, so we got along pretty fine.
You got a vibe?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. Just-
From cunt. Yeah.
It's a friendly cunt vibe.
I get a friendly vibe from them too, yeah. And would like to give them a friendly vibe.
Oh, sure. Sure.
Well, I didn't know we were going there today.
I
Wow.
didn't either. This has been a ride.
Wow. This is fantastic.
This is our second conversation.
I love when it goes off the rails. And I love when women talk this way. There's something about women talking this way.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? That's a good segue for what I wanted to talk about. And I did this. I prepared you for.
Did you? Oh, God.
Well, all right. So
Forgot.
we're going from the other side of cunts. Do you? How are you with farting?
What do you mean?
Like, are you okay with farting, like in front of guys?
Openly. Yes.
Really?
Yeah, I've been single for a long time, and that could be a factor.
No.
but
See, I'm
no.
gonna totally disagree. In fact, you just You just went up a whole bunch of levels in my book.
Thank you.
There is nothing better than a girl who farts. A girl who can burp and fart. First of all, like I said, I'm 12.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing makes me laugh more than a good fart.
Well, sure. And the sound is fantastic.
It is.
Yeah.
But also, a girl, nothing says I am so comfortable with you that I'm going to fart. Nothing says I love you more than that.
Okay.
Nothing shows comfortability and to show your true self. And I'm dead serious about this.
Yeah.
And I do. I love a girl that will just sit while we're having a conversation. And
I'll try.
Will you?
More of this. I'll work one up.
oh, that would be amazing.
Okay.
I knew a guy that he could punch his stomach for about 2 minutes, and sure enough, he would start farting.
Does that work? I'm gonna practice
It worked for
that at
him.
home.
And I know a girl who can pussy fart on command.
Oh.
On command. And
Interesting.
I swear to you, this is true. Queefing, yes.
Yeah.
She can do it on command.
Interesting.
You can hear, like, she sucks the air in and then pushes it right back out.
She sucks the air in?
Yeah.
Wait, and you can hear, like, how...
You hear it getting sucked in.
Like, from this distance, like, fully clothed, or, like, you hold, like, a cup up to her, and...
No, she has done it with the pants off for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to pry.
No, I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care if...
I'm just wondering, like, the volume of the vaginal suck sound. That's something I was unaware happened.
Is this not the weirdest conversation we've ever had?
We've ever had?
Well, yeah,
it's up there.
it's one of the only ones we've ever had. Because we just... Well, that too. We met at the party, but we both thought we met before, right?
Yeah.
But I don't... Was it probably just here or something?
It could have just been on the internet, even, honestly. Like, I know your name from, the Facebook group, the Long Island Comedy group. I've seen your posts before. Okay. I don't know if we met. You look very familiar.
Yeah, there was something very familiar when I saw you. I mean, we were we already Facebook friends? We weren't.
We weren't.
We weren't, but they were, I don't know, maybe maybe same thing. Maybe I just saw your name around the club.
Faces, I don't know.
Let's see. Irish pussy is great is what Fremder meant. Oh, okay. How about a farting cunt? Don Sill just tuned in. What in the holy FFF are you talking about? Fremder, vaginal sucking is my favorite hobby only because I don't get paid anymore. Yeah, we're talking about farting and queefing and cunts, apparently. Yeah. It's a great conversation. This is one of my favorite shows ever that I've done here. Because Janel even said she'll try to work out a fart before the show ends.
I'm not ashamed. I just gotta. Maybe I should. What is he?
Yeah, I'm telling you, I knew a guy. He would sit here like this for about maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes tops. Sure enough, he would start. He was. Oh yeah, he did it the whole time.
Okay.
And sure enough, and then farts would start coming out.
All right.
I swear to you, it's true. Fremder says he's queefing right now. Yeah, I believe that. And Don Sill just says, "Wow." Wow. If you fart during this show, that would be, I think, my favorite moment ever.
Oh, dang.
Working up farts is done. Not sure why, but I love it. Wow. See, and like I said, nothing says... Do you agree that, like, if you're dating a guy and all of a sudden he's sitting, you guys are watching a movie, right? You're dating maybe a month, and all of a sudden as you're watching a movie, and nobody reacts, you just keep on watching a movie.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think to yourself, wow, this guy, he must love me. He's so comfortable with me that he farts.
After a month, I wouldn't think he loves me, but I think that he likes me a bit. Yeah.
You definitely think things are progressing, things are getting towards serious, things are progressing towards the L word. Yeah. Love, that is, not lesbian.
Yeah, he's making him a lesbian.
Well, I'm a lesbian. I love women.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, that would be a good sign. I don't want to be a fart holder my whole life,
You'll explode.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's very uncomfortable.
Absolutely it is.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Oh, this is fantastic.
Any man that makes you hold your farts is not worth it.
Exactly. And you wouldn't expect him to hold his.
No.
And same with burping, correct?
Same with burping.
Janelle is the best, let me tell you. Fremder says, does a cunt burp sound different than a cunt fart?
What's a cunt?
I don't know. And then he says he wishes he was a lesbian. Well, you are. You love women. That makes you a lesbian, doesn't it? I don't hold my farts. I make my wife hold them for me.
Like in her palm?
Yeah, what the hell does that even mean? I saw Rodia here with New Year's. I did the early show. You did the late show.
Right,
Rodia
right.
was in the big room. And Don Sill says, Janelle, please Dutch oven Tony. Yeah, I'm actually fine with that. Blow it my way. I would laugh my ass off. Ass off. Yeah, I would. That would be hysterical to me. Like if my beard hair is blowing from the wind, like that would be hilarious. This is the craziest. Might be one of the craziest shows I've ever done in here. Yeah. So Rodia was saying, because he was talking about. I went in at one point to watch a little bit. I've known Anthony for a long time. He used to do a show in here. So I was in there, to watch and support, and he was talking about how his wife hates farts. Sure. And he was saying that, like you said, we all have gas. It's a natural thing. We all got to let it out. And he said the beauty of a fart is it's like a warning. Like it's like a siren. Like, here comes the smell. Prepare yourself. Mm-hmm. You don't want to do a silent but deadly.
Like the lightning before,
lightning before the thunder. Exactly.
Yeah. Get inside.
And now I better, or I better go walk away, whatever it is. And to me, that made total sense.
The sound is the best part, I think, of the fart.
God, you're getting better and better. I'm falling in love with you as we speak. I just want you to know that. She's like,
thanks.
And she's like looking at the camera, blinking. Somebody help me.
Blink once if you need help.
Yeah, exactly. But it's true. The noise is, like I said, I'm still 12. Nothing makes me laugh more than farts. Still. Yeah. Like, do you ever see those videos of those guys in the elevators with the fake farts?
No. Like a buzzer?
Yeah, they have. Yeah, it's a fake fart machine. They squeeze it, and they're in and out. This video's got to be like 10 years old at this point, but I still watch it. It's hilarious. Yeah. They set up a camera in an elevator, and they're in a department store or something. So every time people are walking in and out, they get a crowd of people in the elevator, and you just see the people. Yeah, it is so freaking funny. I'm crying on that.
Fart noises to get out of dates.
What do you mean?
Like, you're uncomfortable on a date or whatever. Like you go back and say you have to use the bathroom or whatever, and then you go into the bathroom, and then you make diarrhea noises with your mouth, like. Except better. I'm trying not to blow out your mic.
No, come on. You can do better than that.
Nope. Well.
Come on.
And then you're like, I need to go home. I'm having a problem. And they're like, we're aware. We heard through the door.
No. Well, wait a minute now. So do you do that like, so a guy is taking you out.
Yeah.
The date's not going well, but are you out in a public place?
No, I don't. No, so I went on a date years ago. And he's like, oh, can we just run up to my apartment quick and whatever? And so I'm like, I don't really want to do that.
Right.
And then he naked manned me. Are you familiar with the...
No.
So I went to the bathroom, I came out, and he was naked.
Oh, my goodness.
I know. I didn't like it either. And he's like a bigger guy. I was uncomfortable, like whatever. He didn't do anything, but
right, good.
The act of that itself.
Absolutely.
And so I'm like, oh, I need to go back to the bathroom. I think I told him that I had my period. I'm like, I'm not into this. And he's like, oh, you could still blow me. And I'm like, or I could use my mouth for something else. And then I went to the bathroom and made the noises, and he let me go.
I mean, that's great. And it worked. Good for you.
Work, yeah.
But that is hilarious at the same time.
Yeah. Thank you.
See, your dick made me sick.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's
your dick
funny.
Gave me violent diarrhea, and then I just fled. I don't know.
Well, good for you.
Thank you.
Fuck that guy. I was gonna say what a dick, but
yeah.
But that's fantastic that you even thought to do that.
That was the only thing I thought to do. I mean, I think some people might have been like, "Hey, it's getting late. I should leave."
Yeah,
and I'm like, you know what? I need to go to the bathroom again. Something's happening to my body.
And it's not a good thing.
No.
Holy shit, that's hilarious. All right, I'm going to take this call, but I might end up hanging up, depending on who it is.
All right.
Hello?
Ja, sowieso.
Hello?
Good morning.
Can't hear you. All right. Okay, so, see, we can't have interruptions in the middle of this great conversation. It's like when someone farts so bad that you have to change your underwear.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shart.
A shart,
Yes.
absolutely. That's why. See, that's why I don't get white underwear.
That's smart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have black.
Yeah.
So you can't see the sharts.
Exactly. Everyone knows that.
Well, we're getting so close here today. I mean, these are intimate. We're talking about our underwear. It is nice. I feel like putting on nice soft music, and we'll see. That would be awesome. We'll slow dance to some music, and then we'll just fart to each other.
Yeah, I'll Dutch oven you as requested, and
Absolutely.
it'll be great. You'll fall in love. My dad won't be sad I'm so lonely.
There you go.
Perfect.
And the dad will ask, well, so what was it about him that made you fall in love? Dad, he farts.
Yeah.
His farting, Dad. It's like none other.
And he'd believe you, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have you Dutch ovened your father?
I have, maybe as a child.
Well,
I don't
yeah,
know.
I mean-
Yeah, no, not intentionally as an adult. I haven't. Yeah.
All right, so the reason I'm asking, the reason I started this conversation in the first place,
Yeah, lost sight of that.
it was worth it, is because apparently yesterday on The View, Whoopi well, they think it was Whoopi because she's done it before, where there was a fart noise on The View, but they didn't acknowledge where it came from or who did it. But I'm going to play the clip, and then I have other clips of Whoopi where she actually does fart on the show and acknowledges it.
Okay.
So, yeah. So
But
here we
is
go.
it true that Trump had nuclear
Yeah,
secrets?
you know what?
It's been reported, but we don't know the specifics. But just real quick, I was. We had a little spillage on the other side of the table. My pants.
All right, forget it. Go ahead.
But is it true that Trump had nuclear secrets? It's been reported, but we don't know the specifics. But just real quick, I was. We had a little spillage on the other side of the table. My pants.
All right, forget it. Go ahead.
But is it true that Trump had nuclear?
Oh, all right. What was? All right. Before I play other clips, what was that? Did you just burp?
No.
Oh, what was that?
It was a hiccup.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'll try
it's okay.
harder.
Yes, please do.
Okay.
Yeah, we're sitting there watching the clip. Oh, sorry. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Fremder, it's a good thing the asshole has butt cheeks. It's kind of like the mud flaps on a truck so that the shit don't go everywhere.
Yeah.
True. That's why our ass crack. That's why they're vertical, not horizontal. Because otherwise, when you like slide down the stairs, it would just like that. That's an old joke. Sorry. Kirsten's watching. Hi, Kirsten. The lady in yellow jumped up, so maybe she farted. It did seem like that. That is what it looks like. That's definitely what it looks like. I don't know who that lady is. I don't watch The View. I hate The View.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen it?
Never seen it.
Good for you.
Thank you.
And I have no problem with the premise, but these women, they get all, they talk over each other and they fight and bitch about stupid things and they're out of touch in my opinion. And Joy Behar to me is a pig. Sorry, I said it.
It's okay.
Thanks.
Yeah. Forgivable.
So they didn't acknowledge it, and yeah, Kirsten, it does look like it might have been the lady in the yellow. Kirsten never watched after Barbara Walters left the show. Oh, okay. But there are other clips where Whoopi does acknowledge that she did it. Whoopi Goldberg farting is not the view I want to see. Yeah. All right. So here's another clip.
To really see what's going on as a nation, not as a black nation, not as a white nation, but as America. Until we say no more, your kid is in danger. Black, white, Asian, Puerto Rican, Greek, Chinese. Ooh, was that me? Excuse me. And we'll be right back with more Hot Topics.
Yeah, see, in that one, she, like, you don't even really hear it. She just kind of acknowledges that she did it. And she's in the middle of ranting about something. All of a sudden, she's just like, oh, excuse me. But you don't really hear anything. But now this last clip that I'm going to play, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to put on the Twitch feed, and I'm going to turn the volume up just so you can hear it. Because we can't hear the video, the audio from the videos.
We're not sharing in the joy of the fart sound.
I'm going to share with you.
Thank you.
All right, so turning up the sound. There we go. Okay. Look at these two having a great time.
Oh, that's me. Oh boy, what do I look like?
Let's see. All right, I'm going to play this last clip where you hear Whoopi fart. Here we go.
Well, the show was nominated for a Golden Globe. You were nominated for Best Actress.
Yeah.
Several Golden Globes.
Yeah. I think it's one of the first stories that really talks about our experience post 9/11, and it's our identity was really questioned, and I think it explores that in a really smart way.
Well, you know, I was going to say.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You're so polite.
Oh, excuse me.
So differential.
I think I just blew a little frog out of there.
Talking about the safety of the nation, you know, as you see it, you're...
Is that crazy? I mean, that's a good one.
That was a sharp one, yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, that was, yeah, there was some meat behind that.
Yeah. Meat.
Well, it was a meaty fart. Wow, that was a good one, right? You hear that, you're like, oh, whoopee, that's a good one. Do you fart like that?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes with more of like the flapping vibration, like the. Wait, that's not better. That's the same one she did.
That was a great impression.
It was terrible. We were all here for it. That was a bad one, but like I don't know, like. I can't do it.
Oh, you can do it.
I'm still trying to work it up, though.
Oh my goodness. What? What? You heard rumors she shoves frogs up her ass. What the hell? I don't even know why I read that one. But yeah, all right. So that's. I kudos to Whoopi for just farting on the air like that.
It was an efficient one too.
It was. It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't a wimpy fart. It was a good one. It was one to be proud of.
Out, I think.
Yeah. So. I don't even know where to go after that. Like, how do you? There's no topping that. But oh, you know what I wanted to ask you about though?
Yeah.
You mentioned your podcast, and speaking of podcasts, you recently did, and I just heard of this podcast just within the past week. This Dork Court thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's kind of like a book to mic that streams live on Twitch. Yeah. It's fun. It's run by fun. I don't know. It depends on your.
Well, that's the thing.
It's
but
torture.
Yeah, because it's a book to mic, but then the viewer, they kind of motivate the viewers to bully the comedian.
Oh yeah. It's cyberbullying at its finest.
Right. So
and
that's
then the comics in the room as well. They also bully you through the Twitch.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so so basically the premise is a comedian comes on, does their set.
Yeah.
And then anybody, whether you're there or watching, they're encouraged to say rude things about your set.
Yeah, like they're to roast you, basically.
Right.
It's run by Miguel Silva and Drew Flores, and they do a good job.
Yeah. Are they comedians?
Yeah.
My apologies. I don't know either one of them. I don't know those names.
Yeah, no, they were on Long Island. At least Miguel was, and then now they live in Brooklyn, so they're not around here as much. But they've been coming to Long Island to do the mic sometimes. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a lot of fun.
And what did they say to you?
Mostly stuff about my boobs. Really mostly stuff. And about my like self-esteem and how it so some light sexual harassment, and then when I get in a fun I don't know. It's not always fun, but whatever. And then when I get like very like bashful and ashamed, they're just like, "Oh, she could maybe use some sexual harassment to raise her self-esteem." Like that sort of stuff. Yeah. It's not as much fun for the women, but it's fun to roast other people. And
right.
Yeah.
It does sound like I haven't watched it yet. Like I said, I just heard it. I can't remember who even told me about it, but I just heard about it within the past week. And it sounds like a fun premise.
It is, yeah.
But I mean, people, you got these asshole trolls out there that, of course have to cross a line and go for, they're not happy until they get a negative reaction. Yeah, that's what fuels them.
I don't know. I think it's the laughter, honestly. And like all the comics that do it, it's, at this point, I think that they know what they're getting into, kind of. Like this has been going on for, I think, 5 or 6 rounds. We've all tuned in if we haven't been on it already, and it's voluntary. So, we have an idea of what's coming, and it's all in good fun.
You knew that going in.
Oh, yeah. And
so you were okay walking out like that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. I knew what to expect. It's all in good fun. Honestly, they read some of the comments aloud, but they're mindful of, particularly mean ones or, racist ones, derogatory ones. They cut that out. Yeah, some people are something, but it's a fun, it's a fun night. I really enjoy it.
What was the funniest Yeah, tell me the funniest thing that was said. Do you remember what was said to you that night?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't remember,
Okay.
honestly. Yeah.
But you did enjoy it?
I did, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I would do it again.
All right, cool. Yeah, I got to check this out. It sounds wild.
Yeah, they do it about once a month, I think.
Oh, yeah?
I think so. Next one, I think, is February 5th.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Oh, and I wanted to ask, too, what is this... there was a post about your... And I don't remember what the post was about, but you said something about your incurable shitty ankle.
Oh,
What is that about?
I've broken my foot and ankle. It's broken right now.
Oh, I didn't even notice you're wearing a boot. Look at that.
Yeah. I've broken it now 6 times.
6 times?
In the past, 8.5 years, 9 years.
How in the world have you managed that?
Well, it's a good question. The first time was on an elliptical, which, if you're unfamiliar, is a no-impact exercise device. So that was particularly impressive. And I didn't fall off of it. It just, I don't know.
It broke and you didn't fall?
No, I didn't fall. It just you're doing this on whatever, and it felt the pain on the top. It was like I don't know, if hyperextension pressure. I don't know the terms.
Okay.
But yeah, it just snapped. It was in a lot of pain. I didn't realize it was broken because I'd never really broken anything before. So I just went to Zumba, almost passed out because of the pain, and then
oh my goodness.
Yeah, eventually went to the doctor. They're like,
eventually,
this is broken as fuck. Yeah, what are you doing?
How long eventually?
2 weeks maybe.
2 weeks.
I know.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Did you do a lot of drinking during those 2 weeks, to not feel the pain?
No, that was the first time. I just kept going. I don't know. I wasn't familiar with the pain, so I'm like, this is normal.
This is normal. I'm in excruciating pain. Oh, that's normal.
Yeah, then the second time I slipped on dry leaves walking to school. Third time I fell down the stairs. Light alcohol involved. Fourth time was a car accident. Pretty mild, as far as the accident's concerned, but I did knock my foot. And then the fifth time I slipped at the Patchogue Street Fair. That was this past summer.
Oh, wow.
Just, again, sober, tripped on myself walking. Yeah. And this time I slipped off the curb. Yeah, after my show last Sunday.
Oh, just this past...
Yeah. It was...
not 4 days ago.
The 15th.
Right, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so just a couple of days before the party.
Yeah. Yeah, it was broken at the party,
right,
too.
Yeah, once I saw it, then I remembered you were wearing it at the party. But,
yeah.
But,
it's my incurable shitty foot and ankle. Yeah.
Now, do they... Well, yes, Kirsten, she definitely has a high tolerance for pain. Holy shit, 2 weeks. Because I've broken my ankle, and I know that pain.
Yeah.
It's bad.
It's real bad. I mean, after the first time, I was a little bit more in tune with, okay, this is broken. But after the car accident, too, that was 2 weeks. That was just the foot. It wasn't the ankle.
Jeez.
And I just, I was sore.
But is it, and it's always the left one?
Yeah.
So is it more fragile or something or it's just coincidence that you keep breaking the same ankle?
It's my incurable shitty ankle. I don't know. I don't really know. It's
wow.
Yeah, just fucked up. I don't really I have no idea. My calcium's fine. People are concerned about that now because 6 times is 5 times was crazy. Fine. 6 is excessive. Now it's just because it's been 3 times since I started comedy, which hasn't been that long.
Right. So
everyone I've seen for that, year and 4 months, whatever it's been, they're like, "What the fuck, girl? What are you doing?"
See, and I'm sure, and I'm gonna take the hacky route here. Sorry, but I got to do it. So, a lot of people are telling you when you're going up to break a leg.
Yeah, and I tell them to stop taking suggestions I clearly take. Advice that I clearly follow. Yeah.
Yeah. And I can't help you because usually when people complain to me about their feet, I usually tell them that I have spare because I don't know if you know this about me, but. Yeah.
I did not.
Yes. Okay. So I tell people I have spare legs at home if they need them. And I encourage people like you to chop their legs off so they can stop hurting themselves.
I would love to do that, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
But people are against it, just as a society.
I mean, I don't feel a thing.
Yeah.
I step on all sorts of stuff. I don't.
Yeah.
And the best is if you're hugging somebody that you don't like, you can step on their foot because you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't feel it. I can't feel the thing. I didn't realize it was on your foot.
You're giving away your own secrets right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've done it so much that it's been given away.
Yeah, but that's a good trick.
Yeah. But I don't have left legs. So I would gladly give you one. That's crazy. 6 times. Yeah, that's
a lot.
Yeah, you should stop doing that.
I tried.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't do it for a while, like 23 years or so, and then I did it a lot.
Right.
Until now.
So it's
and
like,
yeah.
You have like an addiction or something. You have like some kind of weird pain fetish or something.
I'm not sure about that, but I certainly have a problem with this.
Fremder, my midget friend just hurt his ankle from trying to take his own life by jumping off a curb. Oh my goodness.
I feel like he's talking about me.
Well, you're not a midget. How tall are you?
I'm 5'1".
Oh, really? That's it? Really?
Yeah, this actually adds 2 inches.
Nice.
So, yeah.
So that's why you're wearing a heeled boot thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad used to sing to me, like, the short people have no reason
No
to live.
reason to
song.
live,
Like, as
yeah.
a child. He loved me.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
He definitely showed it.
Yeah, but that's...
That explains a lot about the self-esteem stuff. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a loving father. Yeah.
Yes. No, he's the best.
He's the best. My friend is 3'3". He's not here to defend himself, though he said he'll be back shortly. Fremder. All right. So so we've mentioned several times that you are a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of lawyer?
Criminal defense I'm trying to get back into, yeah.
Trying to get back into, meaning you got out of it?
I was licensed during COVID, so I wasn't working. I did a lot of freelance stuff. I worked at a special education law firm for a bit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Cohen? Andy Cohen? No?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm trying to I did a lot of criminal defense work in law school, so I'm trying to get back into that.
Nice.
Right now, actually.
And you...
All my interviews.
Yep.
Yeah.
And these... Now, I believe at least one of these places you've done more than one interview with?
Yeah, we're going on my 4th on Monday.
4th? How many do they do?
I don't know.
You're going to walk in there and say, make a decision already.
Well, the last, I don't know.
Before I break my other foot in your ass.
That's illegal. But it's definitely been quite a few interviews. Yeah.
Wow.
Love to see me
that's
budget at this point. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I haven't had this much trouble getting someone to commit to me.
Sure.
Except for like every boyfriend I've had, probably. So, but like job wise, 4 interviews excessive. So.
Well, so there you go. Now, for the ones that don't take you, you can do a podcast with them.
Yeah.
So, what did you do with the? Tell me more about the special needs. What were you? What do you mean? Like
yeah. So
like in like a lawsuit, or you mean like setting up like estates and whatnot?
Oh no! So it was for students in like public schools, making sure that they had the resources to, get a free, appropriate public education, and if not, then trying to help them get into a more appropriate school and get tuition reimbursement by the district. So yeah,
because they do a lot of fighting when it comes to that.
Yeah, I mean it's important, and we represented the parents, so
right.
I mean, a lot of feeling there too.
I get it because I know. Well, back when my kids were in school, because I have a daughter on the spectrum. I was involved. I was a SEPTA president for 5 years. Mm-hmm. So those were battles that we used to get involved in, and at that time, so we're talking like. I don't know, my daughter, she graduated from high school 6 years ago. But, so during her time, it was at least $100,000 per kid to send them to another school district. So I get it. It's a lot of freaking money for really one kid. But all kids are entitled to that education.
Yeah.
So a lot of school districts, they do put up a fight.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know specific budgets per district or whatever, but it's pretty tight, and they pretty much allocate whatever they want, and they don't want to give up the rest. But they have to. I mean, they have to provide, certain resources and accommodations for students. So, so yeah, we worked hard on getting that for the student.
Nice. So, well, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
The special needs community is very, very appreciative.
It's very important.
Lawyer, maybe she can help me out with my case against John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt for identity theft because his name is my name too. Oh, Fremder, you're killing me.
I like that a lot.
Do you like that one? All right, then that's fine then. That's fine then. Really, you like that one?
Finish, yeah, and well.
All right, well, come on, singer, sing that song for me. You can sing that one for me.
No.
You won't sing John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt for me?
I will not.
Damn it. And you haven't farted yet either, just so you know. We have 20 minutes left on this thing.
I am trying.
I'm trying. I'm trying hard. I'm pushing. Let's just sit there for 20 minutes, watch you beat yourself. Well.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean it that way. Sorry. Wow. So what'd you say? The criminal defense?
Yeah.
So you're like John Larroquette.
Sure. I don't know.
Night court? No?
No, I don't know.
Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, yeah, friend, I knew you'd have a field day. See, Tony, it's not funny until the other person sitting right next to you laughs. Yeah, because this is her first day exposed to you, pal. If she had to deal with this every day like I do, she wouldn't be laughing. Son of a bitch, you. Yeah. Showed you. So that's, yeah, I am surprised. There's a lot of.
Excuse me.
It was a little one. It was a little one. It was a little burp.
Did it.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
I'm a little slow with my reactions, but here we go. You rock.
Thank you.
I don't even know what I was going to talk about now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lost,
so,
I mean, we're
yeah,
talking
me
about
too.
lost stuff. That's...
So did you hear? We talked the other day on the show here that Pamela Anderson. She claims that when she worked on the TV show Home Improvement, that Tim Allen flashed her.
Right.
And he's denying that it ever happened.
Right.
And I'm having a hard time feeling bad for Pamela Anderson.
Okay.
She's got this new book coming out. She's got a Netflix documentary coming out about how hard her life has been because of the video. You know the video I'm referring to?
I'm not sure. I think so, but can you just
Her honeymoon video with
Okay.
Tommy Lee, with you see them doing it many times.
P and Vg, gotcha.
What'd you call it?
P and Vg.
P and Vg.
Yeah.
I like that. I've never heard it that way. Have you seen this tape?
I have not seen this tape. Is it just freely accessible? Like, can I watch it at home?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, back in my day, in the mid to late 90s when it came out, yeah, you had to find the video. Like, you had to find a videotape.
Right.
But it got around quite a bit. Okay. But yeah, you just go on probably any porn site and you'll find it.
Noted.
What's that?
Noted.
Do you look at porn sites?
Sure.
Oh, my God. Janel Hamster is the
Educational.
best. Oh, yes. Yes.
Not
it is
so
educational.
much for, I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
Just for that. Just academic.
You've learned quite a bit, right?
Sure.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And she, so this video came out. It leaked out after her honeymoon, and she goes on in this thing about how hard her life has been ever since. And Tim Allen, supposedly, he flashed her and said, well, I saw you naked, so now it's only right that you see me naked. And he's like, nope, didn't happen. That's what he said. He goes, no way, didn't happen. The only thing hard in Pamela Anderson's life are the people that watch the video. She definitely had a lot of leaking on her honeymoon. Yeah. I have a hard time feeling bad. She's rich and famous. She's done plenty of other things. She has this big, beautiful house on the water in the Hamptons in Canada, where she's from. I don't know. Like, are we supposed to? I don't know. Are we supposed to feel bad? I don't. I mean, I'm not justifying somebody flashing her.
So feel bad about the leaking of the video, the flashing, or both? What are we? All
right. Yeah. Good question. I do feel bad about the video leaking.
Okay.
I feel bad that if anybody flashed her, any sexual misconduct, of course, I feel bad and it's wrong. But I don't think it. I wouldn't say it's defined her, publicly.
Okay.
She's rich and famous, and again has a good life with she can buy her way through anything. Like, I know that doesn't make true happiness, but at the same time, it definitely helps.
It's a weird area. Like, she's probably had some benefit from it that she might not have had, but for it happening. So I'm, sure there's some gratitude there. I mean, maybe, but it doesn't negate the fact that it was a violation, you know.
Absolutely right.
You know, if
yes.
if the flashing happened, that was a violation. Certainly the circumstances, if he flashed her, you know, like he voluntarily watched the video, so he exposes himself to her without, you know, consent or whatever. Like that's not equivalent at all.
Right.
You know, so yeah, I mean, it's still a violation, but you know, it seems apparently she's had a good life, like from where we're sitting. But,
yeah, I mean,
you know,
maybe it's
both can be true.
right, and of course,
yeah.
But I'm just going to be perfectly honest here. I'm having a hard time seeing her as some kind of victim. I know that's really bad of me to say, but it is. But it.
I mean, I guess we'll see in the documentary, right? That's what it's about. It's like
the documentary is about how hard her life has been because of the video, because of, you know, because she's been married, I think 3 or 4 times, all ended up in divorce. So, like, you know, and how, you know, how that's affected her. I'm like, but you're Pamela Anderson. You're one of the most beautiful women in the world. You have all this money. You can go anywhere. You can be with anybody. You know, and it's probably not that cut and dry. And who am I? I don't know anything about her. I've never met her. I don't know. But still, I have a hard time feeling bad for celebrities when they complain about certain things.
It is difficult from
where
we're sitting. Like, what I wouldn't do for that money.
Exactly.
I would leak a video of myself for that money.
Would you?
Do it, people. If one exists, do not. Okay, I'll try to fart. But, you know, but.
Friend, I think Pamela Anderson won the Golden Globes and the SAG. Yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah, and then Tim Allen has denied it. Mm-hmm. But then, but now, of course, there's some video that's resurfaced of him from Home Improvement when he was with his, the woman who played his wife. They're on the set. They're doing a scene, and he's wearing a kilt in the scene. And she starts it. She acts. Oh, Patricia Richardson, is that her name? She played his wife on Home Improvement, and he's wearing a kilt, and she looks down, and she goes, "Oh, that kilt's not short enough." Oh no, yeah, not short enough. So they start laughing. It was a, you know, she was messing around on the set, so they start laughing, and which by the way, she was hot in her day. So for her to say that, I'd be like, whoa. But sure enough, Tim Allen, he lifts the kilt.
Okay, this is a video you've seen. Like,
yeah, it's on YouTube and stuff, but you don't. Cool. But when he lifts the kilt, she does. She goes, you know, but you don't see from the camera. You don't see.
Right.
So of course, now that video is become viral again because of Pamela Anderson.
Right.
But now Patricia Richardson has come out and said he had boxer shorts underneath. I didn't see a thing.
Okay.
So that too. Let's Tim Allen, who has a very wholesome. You're familiar with Tim Allen, right? Yeah. Buzz Lightyear and Home Improvement. The last show we had.
The whole spectrum, Buzz Lightyear to Home Improvement.
Yeah, right. And that other series, Last Man Standing, and the Santa Claus movies.
Right. Yeah.
So, I mean, if Pamela Anderson's claims are false, then you feel bad for this guy. He's the victim.
Of course.
Then his reputation is getting totally damaged, and
it's a really ugly thing to do.
And especially in this day and age, because like you start to wonder if he can even get away from it, because it seems like everybody's being accused of something now.
Yeah, I mean, people have done a lot of shit. I don't know,
yes,
yeah,
and I agree, because the more I hear about the accusations, every time I see a new one, I'm like, does anybody keep it in their pants? What the hell is wrong with these people?
Yeah, I think that it is more, more of a problem than we've known about in the past.
Agreed.
It's been public. I don't really know, I don't know what happened. I wasn't there, but it's certainly ugly to spread false rumors. And
right.
It's, the timing is suspicious. You said that she's coming out with all this stuff.
Right.
Something that I love to believe women, like things happen, things have happened to me, it's important to trust those stories, and they're really difficult to prove and support, after they happen. But at the same time, the timing is a little
right. And
questionable.
And if the person that you're talking about, usually people usually the truth comes out. Usually, if like, if you're going to make an accusation against somebody, people that know that guy usually be like, yeah, totally. Or the other way around.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should. I'm not going to get it. And that sucks that happened to you, and I'm sorry. But I was going to mention just the one guy you talked about. You come out of the bathroom and he's naked.
Right.
And that's terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one thing if you were like, when I come out of the bathroom, you be ready for me.
Right.
That's different.
Yeah, that was not said.
Exactly. And believe me, just to be clear, I wasn't trying to insinuate you did anything
of course. No, thank you.
to bring that on. But it does. And I'm telling you, every time I read a new one, I'm like, what? Who is not? Like you start to feel like the minority. Like I never did that. Like what the like I can't be. And thankfully, I don't know anybody who's ever even been accused of anything like that. Thank goodness. And I don't. And I can safely say I don't. I don't think I'd have a hard time believing anybody close to me would be guilty of something like that.
Right.
But it really does seem like there's more and more of it, and it's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I think that a lot of it just wasn't talked about. Now it's being talked about more, so maybe it's not more frequent necessarily, but
Agreed.
It's just more public. But it could also be used as a tactic, and that's not untrue.
Right.
But I hate that.
Oh, sure.
Lot. Yeah.
But whether it's talked about more or not, it's just the fact that it happened.
Yeah, it's messed up.
It is. It's very messed up, and there are plenty of people that say, "Well, it was a different time." Like, no,
it was never like
right.
Yeah, it was never a different a time. It
Agreed.
was never okay.
Right.
It was just more accepted, if anything.
So, as a criminal defense attorney, would you have a hard time defending Harvey Weinstein?
No.
Well, there you go.
I feel like it's not a defense of what he didn't do, whatever. It's just the fact that you have a right to a quality defense, and that's it. You always have that right, no matter if you did it or not.
Oh,
so it's very easy for me to kind of separate and be, supportive of that right, defensive of that right, and work in that capacity.
Okay.
It doesn't make it okay,
right,
at all. But that's not what my job would be. It's not my judgment. My job to make that judgment. So.
But I think that's where lawyers get a bad rap, because there are plenty of lawyers who will try to spin shit like that.
Sure.
And which is sad. Kirsten, it's hard to believe since she is kind of skanky. However, Tim Allen used to be a druggie. Yeah, she's skanky. Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Not my call.
But she, and I mentioned it the other day on the air. I do feel she brought a lot of it on too. And I mentioned it the other day. There's a video out there. It was a Hugh Hefner birthday party, and it was some big get together, and they were in some big, room with tons of people, and there's a DJ or some kind of host, and he says, Hugh, we have a special surprise for you. We have a special guest. They open a door, and here comes Pamela Anderson, and she is fully naked. She walks into this room with hundreds of people, fully naked for Hugh Hefner.
Yeah, she's allowed.
Definitely allowed, and I'm, I have I'm all right with it, but I don't know, I admit again, that it's hard to really see her as a victim when she's doing stuff like that. What if somebody from that party complained and said, "Well, Pamela Anderson was naked. I'm offended by that. She should be clothed."
So is this a Hugh Hefner birthday party in the Playboy Mansion?
I don't know if it was in the mansion or not. I don't know where it was.
I feel like you know what you're getting into. I think at a I don't know if it was in the mansion. I guess.
Yeah, but you're right. Anything Hugh Hefner.
Yeah, a little bit before my time, I still would know.
Yeah,
might see some tits.
So, yeah, and that would get me there. So
yeah, I mean that's an incentive for sure.
Yeah, they're
for all of us. They're nice.
There are a couple of incentives. Yeah, if Harvey Weinstein defended himself, he would probably have a hard time. Oh my goodness!
You walked into that one.
Yeah, I did. All right. So something I do with everybody that comes in. I look at their Facebook page and I check out some mutual friends. Pamela's queefs probably smell like a Hefner. And he spells queefs Q-U-I-E-V-S.
You made the plural into like the quiche spelling.
Queefs. Queefs. So I look at the Facebook page and I look at mutual friends. I'm going to name some mutual friends. Say whatever you want. Say whatever comes to mind about these people. If you don't remember who they are, just don't remember who they are. If you don't want to say anything about them, then don't. And we're not here to embarrass them. We're just going to just give us something to talk about. First name I have, Adam Snare.
I think just that's another comic, yeah? I never met him personally, but we just connected online, yeah.
All right. Yeah, he's down in Florida.
Mm-hmm, right.
He flat left us and went to Florida.
I picked up on that, yeah.
Austin Brooks.
Yeah, fellow comic. One of the first ones I met. Yeah, when I first started, I was going to all of the laugh-off rounds before I performed at all.
Oh, okay.
And so I met him through that, basically. He was in the semifinals.
Who has any of the comedians you've met, who's given you some good advice? Have any of them like kind of helped you, maybe given you spots or, helped you somehow along the way?
I mean, yeah, a bunch of people. I mean, I've actually been really lucky. I went out of my way to heavily network, but yeah.
Really, yeah?
Yeah, no, I've met a lot of people.
How did you do that? What do you mean? How did you heavily network?
I don't know. I started here. I would come and hang out at the bar or whatever for shows. All the shows that you run here. I'd come by and try to mingle, and then I met people through open mics. I did a few comedy contests when I first started. So that's
very smart of you.
Another way.
Yep. The network. Always got to network.
Instagram connections.
Okay.
Going to different mics and shows, and then hanging out after, just over Long Island, or all of that. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of ways to meet people. So
sure.
I feel like I have a pretty
Did you hit it off with anybody at the party that night? There must have been quite a few people you'd never met before, right?
Yeah, no, I actually didn't stay for too long. I mean, I met you.
You did.
So that was a highlight for sure.
Nice, good answer. Wow. Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
I'm kissing up at the end because I didn't fart yet. So.
Damn it. I know we got 3 minutes left.
Yeah.
Let's see where we're. Hugh Murray.
Yeah. Just fellow comic. He headlined my recent show that I produced.
Oh,
yeah, and he was on the New Year's show as
he was the host.
I wasn't aware of that comment, but he was.
Yeah,
but he hosted that. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Just so you know, they're all comedians.
Okay, that's okay.
Actually, I take that back, except for one, but I'll get to that.
I'm curious about that one.
So who's next? Oh, Fat Jay.
I don't remember how I met him. He's super cool and nice. I don't know,
super,
I don't. Yeah, I don't.
That's fine.
Have specific stories about a lot of.
That's
people,
fine.
Yeah,
doesn't have to be stories. You want to just say cool guy. That's all you have to do.
Last see him.
What's that?
No, I was just thinking of when I last saw him because it was recently. I'm
Jay.
Drawing a blank.
He's always performing somewhere. He's nonstop, man. He's blowing up. That guy.
One of the nicest people I've met, though. He's
absolutely
fantastic. Yeah.
Yep. Joe Winchell.
Yeah, he was also on one of my shows that I produced in November.
Where do you produce shows other than the open mics?
Yeah, so the open mic is new, but I put on 4 shows. $5 cover at a local bar and lounge. I've been running them at Alibi Lounge, but I'm gonna move venues soon, so we're figuring that out still.
Moving up in the world, huh?
We'll see.
Yeah.
That's lovely. But
that's cool. I didn't know you were doing it. Yeah. Johnny McDonald.
Yeah, he runs the show at Crabtree's. He's had me on a few times. Super nice. Cool. I don't know.
Very nice guy.
Yeah,
he was
really
here
nice.
Last night.
Yeah.
They had a show here last night. I came in here to run a show, and I'm like, and I see the place is packed. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? Yeah. And he was one of the comedians.
Trying to sneak at your list. Go on.
Oh, go ahead. You can sneak to my list.
Oh.
Here I am. John Butera.
Yeah, I was on his contest recently. He was one of the first people I met. Super nice and supportive. I was signed up for his contest last year, and then I had a UTI that was I had to go to urgent care. It was a whole thing.
Goodness.
So I dropped out, and he was really supportive, giving me a new date, all of that.
Oh, that's very nice.
But I was in the finals for his Nassau contest recently.
Nice. At the Loft?
Yes.
So he doesn't He doesn't give you a hard time because you produce shows. He doesn't look at you as the enemy or the competition.
I don't know how he looks at me, but but no, he's been really great to me.
Probably with his tongue out. No, I'm kidding.
Never saw it.
I pick on John all the time. Joe Carletto. That's the one non-comedian that I'm mentioning.
I don't know. How do you spell that?
Carletto.
I don't know.
You're friends with him on Facebook.
I'm trying to look up a picture real quick. I don't know.
Say something nice. He's one of the owners of Governors. Say something nice.
He's amazing.
There you go.
He's
Perfect.
the best.
Yep.
I suck. That was all.
No, it's fine. He doesn't show his face around here a lot.
Okay.
Sorry. Let's see. Who is? I only wrote. I wrote the first name. Oh, Teddy Smith. Do you know Teddy Smith?
I do know Teddy Smith.
Very funny guy.
Yeah, very funny guy. Yeah, super
All right.
funny.
Last name.
Lots of inspirational quotes on the internet.
Yes, lately especially, yes.
Yeah.
And now he's getting looked at. He's getting like an Oscar, a possible Oscar nomination.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
Yeah, is that crazy or what?
Yeah.
Some film he was in he's getting looked at. Now, he's getting looked at just to be considered for a nomination, which I didn't know they did. I thought you were just either nominated or not. I didn't know they had like this sub thing. I mean, but just to be to get that far, I'd be.
That's impressive.
Yeah, that's very impressive.
Incredible.
And I'm actually February 16th, Long Beach Library. You'll see me and Andy performing stand-up. Laura Patton, Teddy Smith headlining. When Jules, of course, is hosting. So that's going to be a fun show. Thursday, February 16th. Come on down. Last name, Tim Thompson.
Yeah, one of my favorite people that I've met.
A lunatic.
Yeah, totally.
He is not right in the head, that man.
Oh, who is?
I mean this in the best of ways. I love the guy. He's
like
one of the funniest guys going.
Yeah, but super good. Super cool.
Andy's now saying, work took me away. Did I miss anything? Yeah, I think you did, actually. There was some interesting conversation going on here.
Did he miss that whole thing?
I think he may have.
Oh, my.
I think he may have. Andy, if let me look. Let me see when Don was commenting, because that's when Don was watching. And I don't see any Andy comments during that period when Don was commenting about everything we were talking about. Yeah, Andy, you missed some very interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. And you will love it, Andy. Go back and find it. You will love it. All right. So what do you got coming up?
Okay, so I have that open mic that I'm running at the Angry Gnome Pub. We run it every other Tuesday.
So not this Tuesday.
Right. So the next one is February 7th.
Okay.
And sign up at 8:30. Starts at 9.
Oh, that's on a Tuesday. That's not late.
That's pretty late.
Oh,
yeah,
but
we had a good showing the last time. I was like about 15.
The Angry Gnome in New Hyde Park.
Yeah, nice place.
Yeah.
Yeah, really a lot of fun. A lot of people showed up. Like,
all right. That's a good
in the
thing.
audience.
Sure.
And I will be resuming the podcast. You can follow on Instagram Hamsteria_ the podcast.
Where do you do it from?
My house.
Oh, okay. You have
my brother's old bedroom.
Oh, where did he go?
He just moved out.
Oh,
yeah.
So you have some equipment and stuff?
I mean, yeah, I have like a standard mic and a tripod. It's pretty, it's pretty MacGyvered, but it works.
Hey, if it works,
yeah,
that's
it works.
it. All right, cool.
So that'll start in the beginning of February too.
Okay.
Yeah.
And don't you have a few? Why did I think you had like this weekend or next weekend you were performing somewhere? No.
I just had a few shows, but I don't think that.
Oh, you just had.
I
some
really
shows.
hope I'm not wrong about that. I don't think I have any shows coming up.
All right.
Yeah, planning to produce another one in like March probably.
Okay.
But, yeah, stay tuned about that. Yeah, I don't.
So, all right. So, what was it again? Hamsteria, what?
Yeah, Hamsteria _ the podcast.
And that's what? That's everywhere, like all.
Yeah, no, that's Instagram. You can follow it, and then we put it on all the major platforms when we, yeah.
Okay, and that's where they can get dates and stuff. It's all there.
Yeah, no, yeah, I post all the Hamsteria production through that Instagram page as well.
Very nice.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. It is time for us to go.
Okay.
Janelle Hamster, ladies and gentlemen, this was a lot of fun.
It was.
See,
a lot of fun.
I told you, right?
Yeah.
Calm down.
Thank
it was
you.
fun.
Yeah.
Now you're part of the family. You're coming back.
Thank you.
Regularly, hopefully. And good luck with the jobs.
Thank you so much.
Job search. And hopefully you still find time to get in here and have some fun with us. All right, so today is Thursday. Yep, Kirsten says fun show. Thank you. Thank you, Kirsten. Appreciate all the support, you guys, as always. Today is Thursday. Is there anything on the rest of the day? There is not. But we're back tomorrow. Me and Andy will be here. There is a Donversations with Don Still tomorrow night on the YouTube channel. We are not here this weekend, unfortunately. I wish I was here. I would love to try and get Tracy Morgan in here, man. Damn, I'm really bummed about that. But I'm not here because I showed the graphic when the show started. If I can find it again. There it is. This Saturday, ladies and gentlemen, a family game night. It's a fun night of Family Feud and Jeopardy and Speed Trivia and Wheel of Fortune and more. There's Super Bowl boxes. There's open bar. There's food. It's a fundraiser all for the Nassau County PAL Special Needs Unit. So it's a good cause. $75 a person gets you everything I mentioned. It's a fun night, and it's a worthy cause. So there'll be raffles. We got like 20-something raffles. It's going to be a fun night. It's down in Massapequa. Come on down and enjoy yourselves with us. Again, it goes to a worthy cause. The Nassau County Special Needs PAL. They are the only special needs PAL in the whole country. The whole country, I said.
That's, yeah.
Thank
you.
You.
A big place.
That's right. People from all over the country come. And we provide a whole bunch of different programs for our special needs community, sports programs, and all sorts of programs, social events. We do a lot of stuff with our special needs community. So please come on down and have some fun with us. That's this Saturday night. Of course, Knock 'em Dead Comedy performing tonight in Avon, Connecticut at the North House. That is sold out. We have 220 people coming tonight. It's going to be fun.
Time.
You're all going to see Jeff Bosey in a dress. Jeff plays my daughter in this murder mystery. Yeah. It's going to be a fun night. Go to knockemdeadcomedy.com. We have lots of dates coming your way. We're going to be at Peppercorns in Hicksville. We're going to be at that meatball place out in Patchogue. We got a lot of stuff going on. So check out our website and come join us. Let's see. What did Fremder say? Oh, Kirsten's coming to see Tracy Morgan. Excellent. Oh, yeah. Go to govs.com. Check out their schedule. They got a lot of great shows. This weekend, you could see Tracy Morgan. You could see that's not the right paper. You could see. It's a professional show here. You can see Tracy Morgan. You can see Stephen Rocco Perillo Friday and Saturday in the Giggle Room. Also this weekend, Pat Dunn is playing. Jason Salmon. Go to govs.com, check out the full schedule, and see who's where, and make your reservations to some great shows like Kirsten's doing. Let's see what Fremder said. Nothing better than an hour and a half of queef, farts, and pussy jokes. There should be a podcast called that. Yeah, I guess so. All right, with that, we are out of here. Thank you once again, Janel Hamster. This really was a lot of fun. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Anytime. All right, we're out of here. We'll see you guys tomorrow with me and Andy. See you later.